When it comes to debt, it's super important to know the difference between debts that can actually help you grow your wealth and those that just hold you back. Debt usually gets a bad rap, but knowing the difference between good debt and bad debt can really help you make the most of borrowing and hit your financial targets. In this video, we're going to dive into smart borrowing. We'll look at some real-life examples of good and bad debt, plus share some tips on how to manage your debt like a pro. If you're thinking about buying a home, paying for school, or steering clear of credit card trouble, figuring out how to borrow smartly can really help you out in the long run. Are you set to tackle your debt and create a better future? Smash that like button, share the video, and make sure to subscribe for more money tips. Section 1. How good debt can help you succeed. Good debt is the type that helps you grow your wealth or boost your future earnings. It usually comes with lower interest rates and offers returns that help you pay it back more easily over time. Check out these real-life stories of folks who made debt work for them. Oprah Winfrey. College debt. Oprah Winfrey took out student loans to go to Tennessee State University, which kicked off her amazing career in media. If it weren't for this debt, she probably wouldn't have been able to get the education that led to her first job in broadcasting. She landed a spot in a tough industry with her degree and ended up becoming a well-known name. Oprah cleverly used student loans to create a media empire that's worth billions now. Her story shows that when you put student loans towards good educational opportunities, they can really pay off in a big way for your career. Barbara Corcoran. Mortgage for real estate investing. Barbara Corcoran's story shows how getting a mortgage can really kickstart your journey to building wealth. She took out a loan to snag her first property, and that's how her real estate business got started. This investment brought in some nice cash flow, letting her scoop up more properties, each adding to her growing wealth. Today, as a Shark Tank investor and real estate pro, she's all about using real estate to build wealth. Corcoran's story shows how picking the right kind of debt, like a mortgage, can really boost your financial game. Jeff Bezos. Loans for Amazon business. Jeff Bezos kicked off Amazon with some cash from family and friends. This loan was a bit of a gamble, but it helped him bring his dream of an online bookstore to life. Amazon really expanded beyond what it started as, becoming one of the biggest companies in the world. The debt he took on for this startup really paid off, turning Bezos into one of the richest people in the world. Bezos's journey shows that using debt to kick off or grow a business can really pay off, especially if the business has a solid chance for long-term growth. Sara Blakeley. Credit lines for Spanx. Sara Blakeley, the brains behind Spanx, kicked off her business with some credit lines and small business loans. At first, she didn't have any investors, so she had to take out loans to make her products, promote them, and get them out there. She smartly used debt to turn her idea into a multi-billion-dollar empire and paid off her loans as the business took off. Blakeley's success really shows how debt can be a handy way to back cool business ideas. These examples show how good debt can be smartly used to reach some pretty amazing success in life. If you put your money into education, real estate, or a cool business idea, you can use debt to grab assets that help you stay financially healthy in the long run. Section 2. How bad debt held people back. Good debt can be a great way to build wealth, but bad debt just ends up draining your resources without any real payoff in the long run. Bad debt often comes with high interest, is linked to assets that lose value, and can be tough to pay off. Let's check out a few examples of people who ran into trouble because of high-interest debt. Nicolas Cage. Crazy credit card debt. Nicolas Cage racked up a ton of credit card debt from buying fancy stuff like houses, rare collectibles, and expensive cars. When his acting gigs dried up, he had a tough time keeping up with those high-interest debts, which ended up making him sell some properties and scale back his lifestyle. This situation highlights how high-interest debt can really put a strain on finances, even for those who are doing well, and how it can throw off financial stability if not handled with care. MC Hammer, car loans for fancy rides. MC Hammer shot to fame and fortune in no time, and he used that success to buy a bunch of luxury cars. But those cars lost value fast while his debts kept piling up. When his income took a hit, he had a tough time keeping up with the payments and ended up declaring bankruptcy. His story shows that taking out loans for things that lose value can really weigh you down financially, especially if your income isn't steady. It points out the risks of using debt for non-essential luxury buys. Mike Tyson struggles with payday loans and money issues. Mike Tyson's run-in with payday loans really highlights how those high-interest, short-term debts can keep people stuck in a tough financial spot. He was in a bit of a money crunch, so he ended up getting payday loans with super high interest rates. These loans gave him fast cash, but they piled up fast and made his money situation pretty shaky. Tyson's situation shows how payday loans, which people often turn to when they're in a pinch, can trap them in a tough cycle of debt that's hard to break free from, making these loans pretty risky. Dennis Rodman, credit card debt for living. Dennis Rodman racked up some serious credit card debt thanks to his high spending ways, particularly on lifestyle stuff and vacations. This debt had a pretty high interest rate that just kept piling up over time and really messed with his finances. Rodman's issues with managing debt really highlight why it's crucial to steer clear of high-interest debt for stuff you don't need. Those kinds of expenses usually don't pay off and can turn into a real financial headache fast. These situations show how bad debt can mess with your financial security. Having high-interest debt for stuff that doesn't really gain value can totally cause ongoing money stress. Paying off that kind of debt can be a real struggle and can mess with your financial health. So it's super important to steer clear of taking on debt that doesn't offer any chance of a return. Section 3. How debt can boost your financial security. Good debt can be a way to boost your financial situation, helping you get assets or chances to make money that can really improve your net worth. Check out some folks who used smart debt to boost their financial game. Donald Bren, mortgage debt for real estate gains. Donald Bren used mortgages to snag real estate deals, letting him buy pricey properties without putting down a ton of cash up front. As time went on, the value of these properties and the rental income helped him pay off the loans while still bringing in a good amount of cash. These days, Bren is one of the richest real estate moguls, showing how mortgages, when played right, can help build wealth through equity and asset appreciation. Elon Musk, loans for Tesla growth. Elon Musk had some money troubles when Tesla was just starting out, borrowing cash to keep things running. He borrowed money to keep Tesla running and to boost production capabilities. This debt helped Musk roll out some pretty cool tech, making Tesla a big player in the electric vehicle scene. Musk's way of doing things shows that smart borrowing for new ideas can lead to big wins and financial stability, as long as the business has a solid chance for growth. Richard Branson, credit options for Virgin companies. Richard Branson used credit lines to help Virgin grow, taking it from a record store to a global brand with all sorts of ventures. Every credit line he opened was thought out to make sure it would help with a successful growth. Branson's story shows how business loans can really boost entrepreneurial projects when they're paired with a solid business plan. Good debt has helped folks like Bren, Musk, and Branson create financial stability by investing in assets that grow in value and businesses that make money. Their success shows how smart use of good debt can really help build lasting wealth. Section 4. The negative effects of harmful debt. High-interest debt can really weigh you down, affecting your lifestyle and job options in a big way. Check out these insights on how high-interest debt affected some famous people. Lil Kim, high-interest credit card and loan debt. Rapper Lil Kim ran into some serious money issues because of high-interest debt from her lifestyle spending. As the interest payments piled up, she found it tough to manage, and it eventually led to bankruptcy. This money stress hit her career and personal life, making her change up her lifestyle and cut back on her projects. Her experience shows how tough it can be to deal with debt, making it hard to reach personal and work goals in the long run. Braxton, money issues from health bills and lifestyle decisions. Vocalist Braxton went through bankruptcy 2 times because of a combination of medical bills and lifestyle costs that piled up interest over the years. Even though medical debt can be tough to dodge, Braxton's story highlights how crucial it is to keep an eye on high-interest lifestyle debt to steer clear of money troubles. Her situation really shows how debt can hold back your career and lifestyle, even if you're making good money. Having high-interest debt can really hold you back and make your money situation pretty shaky. These examples highlight how important it is to steer clear of overwhelming debt to keep your finances flexible and stable. Section 5. The importance of strategy and financial well-being. Looking at both good and bad debt shows just how much debt can affect your financial well-being. People who tackle debt with a smart approach, think Oprah, Bezos, and Musk, can turn it into a growth tool, while those who handle it recklessly usually run into big problems. Getting a grip on these dynamics is super important for making debt work in your favor instead of against you. When dealing with debt, check out these strategies. Focus on what's important. Getting rid of high-interest debt. First off, tackle that high-interest debt, since it can really eat up your money fast. Paying off this debt faster gives you more cash to put into savings and investments. Use good debt wisely. When thinking about good debt like student loans or a mortgage, take some time to think about what you might get back from it. Make sure it fits with your long-term plans and that you can handle the repayments with your income. Good debt should help you out, not hold you back on your money journey. Keep an eye on your credit score and work on improving it. A solid credit score helps you snag better loan rates and terms, making it easier to handle your debt. Keeping an eye on your credit is a good way to make sure everything's accurate and to keep your score up, which is great for your financial health. Watch out for lifestyle inflation. Try to hold off on going into debt for fancy stuff that won't really gain value. Getting ahead financially is all about smart investing in stuff that pays off down the road, rather than splurging on things that just feel good for a moment. Debt can either help you move forward or hold you back. When we get the hang of the difference between good debt and bad debt, we can make smarter choices that really boost our financial game. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you dealt with both kinds of debt? Let's keep chatting, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on handling debt, growing your wealth, and reaching your financial goals.